Absolutely. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. It's Friday. I know y'all got stuff to do. So we're going to get right into this. Sitting back and I'm like, you know what? Everyone's talking about it. You know, I let it rock for a little while and I just wait my turn. So here I am. And I'm like, this woman, although very typical in her behavior, and I'll get to that in a minute, although typical and very in her behavior, this woman is, let me be very clear, all right? Jada Pinkett Smith is a scumbag. She's a scumbag. She's an absolute scumbag. And if this is her just doing what she does, and this is not a work, when I say a work, I mean, this is not something that Will and Jada have conjured up to boost her career, although I really don't think so, because although he's still $1 million actor, this is really hurting his brand. And I don't put it past him to be that far into the sunken place that he would sacrifice his brand to help his wife. But if that is something that Will Smith is doing, he needs to understand that his wife cares nothing about what he's accomplished through his own personal blood, sweat, and tears. And as you can see, gentlemen, choosing the woman, you know, because he dated down, and this is what he's getting in return. He's getting what he asked for, because it's obvious he does not know how to pick a woman. But that's a conversation we'll have later. But I indeed have nicknamed this woman the Master Killer. For those of you that don't know, that is Gordon Liu on the right-hand side. He played the Master Killer. Shaw Brothers film, classic. Go check Stormy B Man's channel to get a proper review. But this bald-headed freak, Jada Pinkhead, she's the Master Killer. She has skills unlike anything that Will Smith has ever seen. The highest of value of man has succumbed to this bald-headed freak, and the world is confused, and men are shaking their head all across the globe. I don't know a man making $40,000 a year that would tolerate Jada Pinkett. As a matter of fact, there are men that make $40,000 a year that could get in her drawers, and she will never disrespect on that level. Drew, that's not true. Yes, it is. She banged her son's friend, whom so happened to be gay now or something like that. So as you can see, it doesn't matter. Let's do this roll call real quick. Philip D, salute, man. Hell yeah. Broken Traditions, my brother Laurent, salute. Steve Elder Mac, what's good, man? Love is the word, salute. Rod Neal, Mansa Musa, my brother. Shogun, Derek Gaines, the legend. Showtime Major, Sam Mack, Ryan Wright. Tay, salute. She said, salute, ex-husband. And the chat, just wanted to show love before I go to bed. Much love, man. Salute, sis. Salute. Much love. Woke in the building. My brother Eric Jordan. Big Texas in the building. What's good? Mark Wunderlich, Utah in the house. Jay Nelson, what's going on? Tim TV, yes, sir. Let's see what else we got here. Reset Common Sense, what's going on? My brother Paul Carrick, got your Cash App earlier, man. I appreciate that. KP from KC5, what's going on? So 88 Sports Talk, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man. What's going on, family? So now, is this woman evil, or is this just something that type of women do? I want to know how many women actually agree with her moves and that are applauding her nonsense. How many women are applauding what she's doing and saying that Will Smith deserves that? Let's break it down. Will Smith was in marriage prior to her and divorced his wife and got with her. And I don't know what they have set up. She's entitled to half or whatever. And sometimes, fellas, listen, it may cost you half of your shit, but there's no price on your happiness. Let me not even say happiness. Let me be very clear. Your sanity. Because sanity is worth more than any piece of ass. Carter face stealer, salute. I'll say it again. Choose your sanity over a piece of ass. I don't know what his infatuation with this girl is, Jada Pinkett. I don't know what it is, but look at where it's got him. Will Smith legitimately can get any woman on the planet. There are women right now that are like, you know what? All he got to do is come to my town one good time, and I will stop everything that I'm doing. They will stop everything that they're doing to be in Jada Pinkett's position, the master killer. And they will say, you know what, Will, I'll never do that to you. And they'll mean it. And a lot of them don't even understand what it is to deal with a high value man. A man on that level, do you know what it is to deal with that man? He has scripts he has to read. He has interviews he has to do. He has films to shoot, lined up from here all the way to 2028 that we don't even know about. But he has to read, rehearse, gain weight, lose weight for parts, shave his hair, grow his hair, morph into different characters for those parts. It's really not easy, especially if you're an attention whore, like his wife is. First of all, his wife is jealous of him. This is abuse in our face. Charles, what's going on? Atlanta in the building. This is abuse in the public eye, unlike anything we've ever seen. Male abuse. When we say your men get abused too, and women will say, oh no, it's never, no. Look at this. Look at this. We said common sense in that super chat, salute. He says majority of these black women are evil. Yo, listen. Listen, I know a lot of black women will read that and say, well, that's not true. That's y'all. But if we look at the facts, data, and statistics, and you listen to us, and we tell you, sit down and talk to the men. Listen, let me park here. Drip, my brother. He said, do you think she helped boost his career initially after marrying her? Absolutely not. She was just along for the ride. Her shit died off after Set It Off. After A Different World and Set It Off, she dwindled. She didn't really do nothing. Her job was just to sit there and support him and play in the background. And she can't do it. But we're going to go through a timeline. It might be jumbled up, but we're going to go through the things that she's done. Nitty G, what's good, brother? Good to see you. Now, you talk to a majority of men. First of all, I understand why Reset Common Sense would say that. I understand. If you really sit down and talk to these men and just say, let me hear what you've gone through as far as when you're coming up and you start talking to girls, you're about 15 and you're just trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure out gang. You're not really into your look. Some people are blessed with different genetics. And you know how kids could be brutally honest? Trust me, they're like that with each other. That's why we tell, don't tease, don't bully. You don't know what that person's going through. Maybe they can't help how fat they are, how skinny they are, how tall they are, how short they are. They can't help certain things. Now imagine you still going through puberty, you still having those feelings, and now you're trying to, Sort yourself out. Those kids that are mean, they turn to young adults that are mean. Listen, I've had girls when I was 14, 15 say the most foul shit to me. Looking back at it now, I laugh, but I'm like, damn, that was pretty brutal. 5th grade, damn, I remember when Shorty said da 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 da. Damn, that was fucked up. But you know what I noticed? They say it to you and you just be sitting there like, A teacher will come along. I remember I had this Italian teacher, right? Drip back in that super chat. He said, and has to train for roles as well. That's what I just said that, brother. I just said that. Yeah. It's difficult, you know? Now check it out. Had an Italian teacher. I forget his name, but his face is in my head. He said, "Hey kid, what you doing? What you sitting there looking mad for?" I said, "Oh well, so and so said da 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 da." He looked at me. He said, "So what?" And I'm like, "Well, she said that was messed up." He said, "So what?" He said, "Hey." He grabbed me by my cheek. He said, "Where's your balls, man? Where's your balls? Forget what she said. Life is tough. It's gonna get worse. Go on and play dodgeball or whatever it is you do. Don't worry about her." And I said, "Huh?" And then it dawned on me. I said, my dad used to say, "Man, don't worry about what these little girls say. They're going to be around." He said the same thing. I'm like in 5th or 6th grade. And as I got older, high school, you still, because when you're going through puberty, your hormones be all over the place. Edgar, what up? And you strike out more than you hit home runs. Trust me, you do. I struck out more. Ricky Williams, salute. And Ricky is damn sure did, and I agreed with you. And this is just what she's doing. So the older I got, well, a couple of things happened for me. Eric Jordan in that super chat, he said, "Jada did this BS just to sell a book. It's embarrassing." Of course. We're going to review all of that. Of course. Of course she did. That's exactly what she did. Salute, E. A couple of things happened. I hit high school. I grew. I don't know what happened. I just grew. I went from like junior high, I was like 5'6". By the time I got to like 10th grade, I was 6 feet, and I topped off at 6'2". So that's the first thing that happened. I grew. Then I discovered the gym, started lifting weights. And I stopped caring about what these girls said. You try and holler, they're like, no. I'm like, all right, well, fuck you. I ain't say it out loud unless they was think about it. But you know what I noticed? When I walked around with this nonchalant attitude and I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, so what? Yeah, yo, she got a fat ass. Yes, she do. Yeah, whatever. Women started to notice. Girls, I'm sorry, not women. Girls, like, what's he about? He quiet. Y'all remember Secret Squirrel? What's up with you, Secret Squirrel? Nothing. Wasn't trying to holler at Shorty, because I already had it in my mind, like, she gonna say no, or, whatever. But I know it was the weirdest thing. The less fucks I gave, the more attention I got. It was very weird. And it was attention from these chicks that I really, outside of smashing in the staircase, I really didn't give a shit. So I'm like, man, whatever. And as I got older, things got easier. I don't think Will Smith ever had that. I don't know. I don't think he ever had that, coming up. He's a skinny kid with big ears. He probably got made fun of or whatever. I don't know what kind of kid he was. He ain't that much older than me, but I don't know what kind of kid he was. And there is a sense of insecurity that he's carried with him since he was, the Fresh Prince. And no matter how, the kid was a millionaire by the time he was 18, but no matter how much success he had, the chick that he wanted did not want him, and that bothered him. All the success in the world didn't move her. Now everyone's saying, yeah, dump her. And I agree, dump her. But you know what? What she said that we heard a couple of days ago, it didn't blow my mind. I said, now it starts to make sense. Can I ask y'all a question? Where is it beneficial for her to divorce a dude that's going to put up with that while she has access to all of his resources? How is that beneficial to her? Name a woman that would leave that situation. She's getting everything she wants. She's getting everything she wants. She got money. She has a little bit of fame, putting him through this shit. He's just a straight bitch, just sticking around. Why would she leave? Why would she leave? Leave for what? She got it made. Maybe I got to talk about the type of person Will Smith is in another show. Because he got problems. And you know what? As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. Because this shit here, I can tell you, there's no dude in my immediate circle that will put up with this on that level. I've seen dudes get rid of chicks for less than, way less than this. And what she's done, shout out to the Godfather, get the French toast out of here. That's why I'm wondering, how many chicks are actually saying, go girl, you ain't got to leave him. You got access to, you got the bank card, you got the credit, you got the cards, and if he leaves, you taking half his shit anyway. Why would she leave? She has 100% access. She has access. My brother Drip back in that super chat, salute. He said, the older I got, the more I curbed females. The more I curbed females, the more they came around. Weirdest thing, right? Weirdest thing. Oh yeah, Drip, I know. Weirdest thing. Because you know what happens between, like sometime like during college years, whether you went to college, when I say college years, I'm talking about age. You start saying, yo, guy, I got to move out my parents' house. And I got to get this job. And I want to get this car. And girls go from being the number one priority to 2 to 5 to 8. And you start thinking about 1,000 other things. And it's like women see it on you. They see the focus. You're no longer looking at chicks like, now you're like, oh yeah, let me get this book. Oh, let me listen to this. Let me read this. Oh my God. You look busy. You look focused. And then shorties be like, what's he focused on? This nigga different. Because I just walked by him 3 times with my big old ass and he didn't even look at me. And he don't look gay. What type of time he on? I'm busy, bitch. Now, if you're going to come along for the ride, you got to be on my time. And that's the problem. These chicks out here, they don't want to be along for the ride. They want to be around when you reach a certain point, and they want to share what you've built, and they ain't assisting you in building shit. Choose wisely. Welcome down, Ram. Salute. Yo, y'all had me crying. I was listening to Trill Wills Live. Oh my God. Y'all cats are stupid. What Philip D said? He said Will Smith was a nice guy. Do you like example? Remember, he did it Sandy Pepper Denton while she chose Tretch over him. Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole history with Will. There's a whole history. I know Abel started. I was listening. So what we're going to do is the latest news that y'all all heard was just a couple of days ago. So what we're going to do is my brother Theo Coop, the Do Better podcast in the building. Yo, listen. Next year, the week of November 16th, it's my birthday. And me and Nonito Donaire. All right, it's our birthday. We're going to be in Vegas. The Do Better Squad. The Ain't Ish crew with that dude named Dave. And the Pep Pack. If y'all coming, there's no excuses. Y'all got all the time in the world to get this done. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be like 50 people there. We're going to have a panel. It's going to be insane. Get it popping. So I'm going to call fair use on this. She's addressing the Oscar smack or slap.
2022, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after Chris made a crack about Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll.
Right. Yeah. And I did that eye roll, not so much for me. And I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because
she's lying. Night Train, salute. No doubt, welcome down, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, Theo, we're going to be in the building. We don't have a venue yet. We're going to pick a hotel. We're going to ball out, y'all. I'm telling you, we're going to ball out. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, Derek, we're going to get to that. So she's saying she was mad because it was a shot at alopecia. What? Don't nobody care. Nobody knew you had alopecia. Chris said he didn't even know you had alopecia. And so the fuck what? It was a joke. When the slap happened, I thought they were joking. I was like, what? I was like, was that? Oh, look at that. I thought they were fucking around. And then when he sat there and started screaming, I said, oh shit. That was real? This woman is lying. Fair use.
Mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
My wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time while Oscar clips were being shown was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about.
Cop killer salute. Let me explain something to you. Let's say none of these niggas were famous. What happens on the block? And everyone in this chat knows where I'm going with this. What happens on the block? And this is where you got to dig at Will Smith. He's from Philly. He should know better. What happens on the block? Hey, but what's good? What happens on the block with this threesome right here? Pause. Chris gets slapped. Matter of fact, he don't get slapped. He get punched and gets draped up. Chris is one of like how many brothers and sisters? Chris gets up, goes home, and Will can't leave the house. And Jada can't leave the house. Because Will is so head over heels over this fool. She dangerous, and she knows that Will is her puppet. Now, we argued, there's people that agree with the slap. I'm one of the people that don't agree with it. I didn't agree with it. And guess what? What did we find out a couple of days ago? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. This bitch gets on here and says, we've been separated 7 goddamn years.
Whoa, what
What?
You gotta be kidding me. So, Will, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's not even your wife. You've been separated. Oh, I'm sorry. They weren't legally separated because she has to keep her word. Oh, we're going to get to it. My brother Theo Coop in that Super Chat salute, brother, he said, she's just trying to sell her book. I really hope after this book run, we never hear from her again. If anyone could use a brick, it's her. Goddamn right. Somebody need to go upside their head with a goddamn brick, because it's this mentality. These chicks get these weaker ass dudes, and these dudes are either dead or in jail. I did a whole show about the Popeye and olive oil mentality. I'm telling y'all, this is it exactly. Scroll back to my older shows where I talked about Popeye and olive oil and how my mother made me and my brother watch that cartoon. And it wasn't until we got older, she broke it down, how in real life, Bluto's dead, and Popeye's in jail, and Wimpy is getting tail from olive oil next. The whole time, Popeye should have been fucking with Alice the Goon. I know she was a big, ugly bitch, but she loved Popeye. You remember that? I love Popeye. Remember that? Alice the Goon? Do y'all remember Alice the Goon? I love Popeye. But every time you turn around, olive oil was head over heels over Bluto or Brutus, whichever cartoon, whichever year you was watching it. And it's Popeye. Why can't you be like him? What does it sound like? Well, Pac wouldn't have did this. Got your fucking kids writing letters to a dead man. Huh? Original man, salute. You got your kids writing a dead man. Had him sitting at the fucking red table explaining that you fucked your son's friend who turned out to be gay. Sat on the red table and said, you know I was done with your ass. Nigga, why'd you just leave? Then you slap Chris Rock, come to find out y'all niggas been separated since 2016? What in the entire ass is going on here? You see this? On the street level, somebody dead and somebody in jail. I'm not kidding. On the street level, somebody's dead and somebody's in jail. Didn't Chris Rock's brother do a stand-up? And the first thing he did was get on stage and say, yo, I don't play that. Will, I want all the smoke. There's like 10 of us. On a street level, Chris gets beat up and all of his family comes and finds Will and beat him down and somebody's going to jail. And you know what? At the end of the day, somebody dead, somebody in jail. And what is she doing? Fucking Tupac that lives 2 blocks over. Tupac, 2 blocks. Because she ain't like Will anyway. He was just convenient and drove a nice car. And when Will is pummeled or he's dead, his parents just won't understand. Boss.
Whoa, what
What?
My brother Theo said, I did a reaction video when Kevin Samuels talked to a 50-plus-year-old woman that defended the smack. I think I commented on it, Drew. I still get comments on that. Bro, I remember that, bro. Yo, Theo, do you remember? Oh my God. Bro, that was a 50-plus-year-old woman defending the slap. You see, one thing that KS said that was so true, yo, y'all women really don't understand violence. You know how I know? How many videos y'all saw women doing something violent and overdoing it, and the next thing you know, it's a mugshot? I saw a video back when I was on Facebook. There was a cookout and somebody did this chick wrong. She left and got in a goddamn car, and you see the car driving up the block. These dudes is filming from the car, and they're like, oh shit, she ain't stopping. Yo, 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 yo. 4 girls. She knocked the shit out of them. One of the girls was pregnant. Them bitches went flying. And then she hit the car that they were sitting in. They were like, damn. I swiped, mugshot. Chicks broke their legs. One chick severed her spine. The pregnant chick lost her baby. She was about 6 months pregnant. And the other chick, got her teeth knocked out. 18 years in prison. And the chick that lost the baby, they were petitioning to get her more time. You hit 4 people with a car and one of them were pregnant. I don't give a fuck what they said to you. They didn't beat on her. Y'all don't understand violence. He slapped Chris. Look, you know Will Smith is not a small dude. He's about my height. He's probably about my size. What if he slapped Chris and Chris fell, hit his head? Now he can't. Now he can't act anymore because every time he talk, he has seizures. You know that's possible, right? A head injury. Now you're getting seizures off and on for the rest of your life. That can happen. What if he slapped Chris and Chris punched him back and now they roll around on stage? $2 million niggas rolling around on stage. Because Will can't control himself over this piece of shit right here. Because that's what she is. I don't know one man that would stay with his wife after she banged his son's best friend. I don't know one dude except Will Smith. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. Rod Nail in that super chat, salute. He said anything that Jada does after August Elena fiasco is Will's fault. Yeah. We're gonna talk about Will separately. Cause this right here, I ask y'all a question. You think Tupac would have dealt with this? With any of this? First of all, she wouldn't have did it. That's number one. Number two, if she did it, he'd have made a whole mixtape about her. He'd have embarrassed her. They'd have to put this bitch on suicide watch. And by the way, somebody need to check on Will. Because I'm starting to think he is that weak. They need to remove all belts from his house and all sheets. My brother Kofa in the building, salute. Village brother, what's going on? Smash my like button, y'all. This is the worst kind of person. And she knew what she had with Will. Young Hollywood, salute. Fair use.
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for...
This is about some old shit. Word, Charles, and shoelaces. This is about some old shit. Now I'm watching this, I'm like, what old shit? Yeah, I heard by now what old shit she talking about. My brother Drip back in that super chat, he said Seinfeld and Brad Pitt would never, exactly. It would never do no shit like this. Mr. Shelton in the building. Salute. It's about some old shit. Fair use.
Or Will, a guy who, I mean, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally
It's
out of
not
character.
him whatsoever.
And to Jada's surprise, she was also blamed.
You became the bad guy. Look what
Yeah.
Jada made him do.
Jesus fucking Marcellus, what up, man? She played no part in this. She just said this about some old shit. What's the old shit? She became the villain. Has this woman been following this whole fiasco?
Jada rolled her eyes, and look what he did. He ran up there and hit Chris.
Yeah.
Poor Will. That's what the narrative became.
Yeah.
She says that's because 2 years earlier, Jada discussed what she called an entanglement on her show, Red Table Talk.
My honest opinion about that is that narrative had more to do with the false narrative that I helped to create on the red table.
So
Can I ask y'all a question? She said false narrative, and she made reference to the red table. Did she or did she not fuck her son's friend? Whom, I believe, was also fucking her son. Do you know how disgusting this thing is? Exactly, 88, a false narrative? Bitch, you slept with your son's friend, then dragged your fucking husband onto the red table, and now everybody knows about it. I watched that like, yo, wait a minute. Are we getting punked? I dead ass said, you know what? Ashton Kutcher is gonna come from underneath that table and be like, yo, new season of Punk, we're back. I'd have been like, oh, okay, this, yeah, because that was bad. But no, this is real. False narrative. False narrative. How the fuck is she the victim in any of it? How's she not the, yo, listen, man. All right, fair use.
poor Will because of
the adulterous wife.
Yeah.
Who forced him to go to the table and sit there, you know what I mean? And now look at what she's done.
Well, goddamn, is that not what happened? Is that not what happened? Is that not what happened, though? So where's this false narrative? This is a whole Lifetime movie. This is a whole Tyler Perry movie. And she's starring in it. Fair use.
She has the power with an eye roll to make him go up and slap somebody on stage.
So that was from her.
Listen, I watched that. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. I was made of questions. And I see y'all in the chat with the Tommy Davis and shit. Did y'all see that? When he talked to Shannon Sharp, did you see that? Will been off the chain over this bitch for many years. Did y'all know he stepped up on Tommy Davidson on some bullshit? Do y'all hear that? Club Shay Shay. But see, Tommy was about to scrap with him. I guess Tommy's different from Chris. Yeah. I don't want to fair use Club Shay Shay because he got like 1 million subs. And, you know, it might be different over there. When you get a chance, it's here. It's on there. And that's a great question on Hollywood. Why he attacked these feral guys? Guess what? Will Smith had more bankroll than Pac. He ain't trying to bully Pac. This dude Will, man, so disappointed.
Point of view, and she says that there was bad blood between Chris Rock and Will from before, but she said she actually thought it was like a bit because she said she watched them storm up, and Will had been up and down throughout the Oscars, and then you know, no one asked him to leave, no one said you've got.
I feel like I don't understand it at all. I still don't. They had.
Okay, here's what came out the day after this. You find out that Chris found out that they were separated all those years ago. And allegedly, he tried to push up on Jada. Y'all ain't together? Let me take you out type thing. Now, I don't know how true that is. But apparently that got back. Okay, you're not, okay, check it out. You're separated. But your living arrangements, oh, she said they don't live together. Bullshit. How do you get that camera in his face? When he was asking you not to film him and you're fucking with his brand. But y'all don't live together, right? Y'all haven't had sex in all those years, right? So he slaps Chris and he says, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. In front of the whole world. But y'all separated since 2016? So after this, you find out that allegedly he tried to get at Jada. So let me ask you a question. If y'all separated, he tried to get at you. Why the fuck would you go back and tell the man you're separated from? He don't need to know what the fuck you doing. Here's why she told him. She wanted to hurt him because that's how evil she is. Just like she told him, yeah, I fucked our son's friend. He didn't need to know that. Y'all separated. I'm sure he's gotten some tail. Did he run back and tell her? No. Why? Because she'd have been talking about it. Or if there is, if he didn't tell her, I guess we got to buy the book to find out. We're starting a book club, y'all. Fellas, we're starting a book club. Her book will not be a required reading. I promise you. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He said Jada never wants to hold herself accountable, but just only be a victim. If I was Will Smith, I would have left her ass a long time ago, delusional ass bitch. Yes. But Will's not strong enough, man. Will's going to get a whole nother life for himself, man. Will's going to get a whole life for himself. This is ridiculous. Anthony, what's good?
I've been together for 7 years at that point, right? Yep, or whatever, 6, 7 years. And then she's shocked because he's like, don't talk about my wife that way. And she's like,
well, because she was, well, he invited her because he thought this was his crowning moment in Hollywood, and he wanted her there, even though they weren't together.
Yeah, she was a part of his rise.
Yeah, so and then for him to say, my wife, I think that surprised her. And then it was a ripple effect.
But none of that matters when it triggers violence. I mean, at the end of the day, like Will hit Chris. That's
and I think she sort of felt like she was the heavy. If you watch Will's acceptance speech, he says, as he's crying, he says the things we do for love, as if that's what he was doing.
That's why he's
protecting her. It kind of puts it on her.
Yeah, it kind of did.
To this day, I still thought when it first started, like she said, I thought it was a bit.
We all did.
I thought, okay, he's coming up to
classic Will.
People were texting me, and I'm like, oh no, it's all.
She'll add a lot more context to this conversation tonight. There's a.
Yeah, I'll bet. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna I'm debating, should I the Tommy Davidson shit is right here, but I'm not gonna play that. You know what? We don't need to Yeah, we don't need to go any deeper into that. Yeah, Al Roker could dress, man. Yo, one day I was on Madison Avenue just walking, and Al Roker came riding up Madison Avenue like it was like 60th Street. And he was riding up on his bike. He has that same suit on with his helmet on. I said, oh shit, there go Al Roker. Then on 63rd, or is it 62nd? There's a building there, a lot of stars living there. One time I was just walking and out, made a right turn, right up to me was Samuel L. Jackson. He had grew his beard out and everything. I was like, yes, sir. Dapped it up. Around the corner on, what street is that? I want to say 60th. There's a store that sells pens. The cheapest pen in there is $600. Pens. And on Madison Avenue and 60th, there's a what you call it, the watch store. What's that watch? They don't even have commercials. Not Movado. Floyd Mayweather advertised for them one time on his trunks. I'll think of it in a minute. But the cheapest watch in there was $3,000. I was like, sheesh. So anyway. Now it was not Rolex. No, not Rolex. Yep, that's it. Lamar, what's good? That's it. On Madison and 60th. The cheapest watch in there was like $3,000. Everything else, the most expensive watch they had was in a vault. I was talking to the guy. I said, "I got a vault back here." He says, "Yeah, we got some stuff in there, like you know, because there's a lot of it's Madison Avenue. You never know who's what. You'll be walking down the street and I forget which CSI was the more popular one, but the actor was just walking up the block, and I can't think of his name, but I was like, oh, that's dude. But the dude in Huberlot, I was like, yo, so what's the most expensive watch you got in the vault? He said, the most expensive one we got here. He said, well, the most expensive watch we have, we would have to order it. But the most expensive one we got here, $102 million. I said, what the fuck? I said, well, how's it look? And he pulled out a magazine because he couldn't go in there and get it and show me. And he said, look, that shit had diamonds and the strap was made out of some sick like skin, pig skin or something, whatever the fuck it was. That shit was crazy. But 100 and like, what was it? No, it was 100. No, it was like 150 mil or something he said. I was like, yo, why would someone, but you listen, for them to sell it, that means somebody can afford it. That's all I'm saying. Our worker comes riding up the street. Samuel L. Jackson, the dude from CSI. Saw Mike Tyson walking down the block one day. It's New York. It's like, oh shit, Mike Tyson. Oh shit, Samuel L. Jackson. The Sirius XM, the new studio was up the block. Saw Howard Stern. Howard Stern was always, you know, he's always out there. My brother Drip back in that super chat. He says people glorify these celebrities' lives and it be real jokes. I don't even know who's gonna put him in films after this, especially when you're black. Yeah. I mean, did this hurt his brand? Probably. Maybe this will go away, but can I ask y'all a question? If you see Will Smith acting, it's going to take you a while to say, okay, I'm going to enjoy the movie now, but this nigga smacked Chris Rock and he's dealing with this bitch. It's gonna take you a second to enjoy the movie. There's some dudes that are like, yo, I ain't fucking with Will after this because of the principle of it. There's some dudes like that, like, yo, man, I ain't fucking with this guy. Y'all really don't understand how deep the Popeye and olive oil shit is, man. Oh, Jacob Jewelers, I've never been in there, bro. I've never been in there. But that pen store, the cheapest one, man, I was like, damn, what the fuck? It was like, nah, these aren't writing pens. These are pens you put on your desk in your office when you have a meeting and people come in and they look, oh shit, this motherfucker got $20,000 pens on his desk. That watch, that's an $8 million watch he has on there. That's a Hublot. Ooh. Whose Porsche is that outside? It's yours? Holy shit. Yeah. Madison Avenue, everything like in the 60s and that, right by Central Park, that whole area right there. You can just stand on the corner. You'll see all kinds of newscasters, everybody. I think I've seen everybody down there. Anyway. Like, people were really upset with Will because he wasn't supposed to do this, man. Will broke guy code. He broke guy code over this fucking idiot. She's a fucking idiot. She's an attention whore. And listen, man, I was done with it. I was done with it when the letter came out. Your fucking daughter wrote a letter to Tupac. That man was in the grave for 25 years. Your daughter wasn't even born when that dude was alive. He was dead before your daughter was even thought about. Which means your fucking wife was telling bedtime stories about what a great man Tupac was, and told your fucking daughter, word is he's still alive. Machiavelli, Hail Mary. Your daughter wrote a yo, listen, I don't know no man. You wanna know how I would have handled that? David the Real Thomas, salute. If that was me, and I was with Jada and I found out that she got my child to write a letter hoping that this dead rapper would come back and make her happy, here's what you do. I'm packing my shit in this house that it's already paid for. You live in it. But I got to get the fuck away from you because you're poisonous. I will have access to my children. They will have access to my finances. And yes, I will pay you alimony because your bitch ass, your punk, jobless ass hasn't done a damn thing since Set It Off. But I am paying you to stay the fuck away from me. And I'm filing irreconcilable differences, and I'm showing this letter to my fucking lawyer. And you can talk to baby girl. Mommy said that this guy's still alive and he really makes mommy happy. Because by then, they couldn't have been sleeping with each other. You fucking kidding me? Y'all was separated for 7 years. You know what? Maybe that's why the kids were high-fiving virtually over Twitter. Remember the son was like, that's how it's done. The daughter was like, yeah, go dad. Maybe now it kind of makes sense. Maybe they were like, yo, I think mom and dad might be getting back together because of what he said. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. And he defended mommy. Maybe the parents are getting back together. You see, I'm trying to make sense of it. Because they weren't together. The kids had to have known that. And when they saw that, maybe that action showed the kids that maybe mom and dad is getting together again. Nope. They're still not together. They ain't been together. We just found that out. They asked Chris if he was going to press charges. He said no. But you get dumb 50-plus-year-old bitches that's on the Godfather show agreeing with the slap because he's protecting the integrity of his wife. Where the fuck is Jada Pinkett's integrity? And mind you, this is after the red table. Y'all forgot about that? Or were those same bitches applauding that? Well, she had to get it from somewhere because he wasn't laying it down. Let me get this straight. He's a multimillionaire. She ain't got a care in the world. She ain't got to go to work if she don't have to. She has a high value man. Isn't Will Smith the kind of man that most women say they want? But all I kept seeing with these horse-faced bitches saying, well, he had to have done something for her not to be interested. How about she was never interested? And that's something that he has to deal with. We're gonna get it. We're gonna jump in Will shit on Monday. But you see, she knew what she had, and that's why she did that. She knows just how to push his buttons. Bald-headed peanut. She's the master killer. She is the master killer. How many times you heard me say women are mental terrorists? A woman around you knowing long enough and they know how to push your buttons. The only woman that should know how to push your buttons in a negative way is probably your mother. She knows just what to say to piss you off at the right time. It's like, yo, why the fuck would you say that? You know that's going to set me off. Why would you do that? To ignore that shit, that takes years of skill. But when you have a woman, yeah, Tiffany Haddish would be cheering. How's Tiffany Haddish doing now? Do all these rappers, when they make these songs degrading women, does it make sense now? Were they talking about women like your mama or your aunties? Or were they talking about the bitches that they deal with? Bitches like Jada Pinkett. They've seen, because that's the type of gutter trash that they grew up around and they had to guard themselves around. Did you notice something about that? She just said, this is over some old shit. And she never explained what the old shit was. Furthermore, she never said, Will, why'd you do that? You ain't have to do that. In any interview, maybe I missed it. Did she say, yo, look, I don't co-sign that. That was wrong. Did she ever say, no, he shouldn't have did that? Did she say that? Did I miss it? Did she say, yo, look, I didn't call for him to do that. He just did it. And I don't co-sign that. Did she ever say, I don't co-sign that? Anything remotely close to that? She liked it. Now, again, I'm going to remind y'all. Yeah, thank you, Sam Mack. I know. She threw him right under the bus. I ain't asked him to do that. Think about it. You know how many niggas got in the fist fights? And when it boils down, they say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now niggas is in the precinct with busted lips, scars, stab wounds, and earlobes torn off. And it's like, yo, what happened? Well, this nigga punched me. Why you punch him? Nah, he fronted on my girl. I never fronted on your girl. Well, she said, yeah, she said something to me. I said something to her. I wasn't trying to holler at her. She violated me. I violated her. I don't give a, yo, she don't like me. I don't like her. She said something to me. I said something to her. So you gonna hit me? Yeah. In defense of what? Now we sitting up in the precinct. Where's she? Guess what? The police saying it has nothing to do with her. We caught y'all niggas fighting. And now we're here trying to figure shit out. Your face is cut up, your earlobe hanging off. You get back to the block. You all fucked up, lips swollen, eyes swollen, cut up and shit. You like, yo, man, yo, fuck that nigga. Yo, you ain't telling me you said something to him first. Yeah, I did. I don't like the nigga though. You know what I'm saying? You told me he said something to you. He did. But I ain't asked you to go over there and hit him.
Whoa! What?
See how that works? I've seen things like that. I've legit, Mitchell Show, what up? I've literally seen things like that. I've seen niggas rolling on the floor and the bitch is just standing there. And when the police comes, I don't even know where these niggas came from. They come speeding around the corner. We back up. We're like, yo, 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 yo. We back up. Police come pick them up. What happened? I don't know. And that bitch walk off. They caught these niggas off. We go to her and be like, yo, why you had to go tell him? Well, that's my man. I'm going to tell him. But yo, you knew that he would go over there. I ain't asked him to do it, but you knew he does shit like that. You said something to this nigga first. He said something back. You wait for this nigga to get off the bus to say something to him. You know he was going to go up to him. If you knew he's a knucklehead, why are you enabling him? And then when shit hits the fan, you talking about I ain't asked him to do it. You implied by telling him. It's not even that serious. These bitches don't care out here. Do you get Snoop's? It sounded like he was pretty rough on these bitches, right? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Who is he talking? Can you imply everything that he said in that fucking song to Jada? Can you imply that? I know y'all know the words. Mark Kendall in that super chat, much love. He said, just because you're doing your man's work. God bless, man. Salute to you, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm just adding to the conversation because these things need to be. Look, Jada can't get away with this, man. And I'm not putting it all on her because Will is just a weak soul. I'm wondering if he had OGs. If he had OGs, if his father said, yo, 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 this bitch right here, she's a problem. And I know sometimes you can't tell people anything. Think about that song, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And just think about how Jada's treated Will. Outside of his behavior, trying to play tough. Because he slapped Chris. Years prior to that, he tried to press Tommy Davidson, but Tommy Davidson was like, yo, we need to step outside if we really need to throw hands. And then that's when Jada said, whoa, 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 we ain't doing that. But like Kevin Samuels said, if that was The Rock on that stage, who was in attendance that night? If that was The Rock on the stage who told that same joke, would Will have got up there and swang on The Rock? Let me tell you something. That wrestling shit is rehearsed, but that's still The Rock. Those wrestlers, don't think they don't come from a background. Some of those guys, Olympic wrestling, college wrestling, football, powerlifting, they're not big for nothing. They can really like fuck you up. Do you think Will Smith would have got up there? No, he'd have sat there and been like, and maybe he'd have said something. Hey, Dwayne, come here. Yo, listen, man, you know, she got alopecia. You know, I mean, she's real sensitive. Two things. What if Dwayne would have been like, oh, shit, I didn't know. They wrote that for me to say. Why would they write that? Oh, man, I didn't know. Or what if he said, it's a joke. Tell her to get over it. You get over it. You smell what I'm cooking? Will wouldn't have did shit. Will's not that crazy. He'll press Tommy Davidson. He's not the biggest guy in the world. Phenomenal Mexican, salute. He'll slap Chris Rock. He wouldn't have did that. There's 1,000 niggas he wouldn't have did that shit to. Big Joe Townsend in the building. He knew who to do it to. Tommy Davidson. But Jada saved him from himself because Tommy was like, oh, do we need to step outside? Go to Club Shay Shay and listen to him tell the story. He ain't back down on him. He ain't back down from him. He ain't back down from him. The second he said, do we need to step outside? That's when Jada got involved. Because you know what? What if he stepped outside and Tommy would have kicked his ass? There wouldn't have been no Ali roll. I promise you. My brother Theo says, don't know if you follow the UFC any, but the other day, UFC fighter Bobby Green sent me a $100 super chat during the stream saying he loves my show. Wow, yeah? That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm telling you, man, Theo's a rock star. I'm telling you, man. I was there from the beginning. My man, that's a good look, good brother. Bobby Green, the UFC star. Let me see if I can pull this picture up real quick. This is him, y'all. That's him. Bobby Green. That's what's up. You never know who's watching. That's similar to the other day when I was talking about Manny Pacquiao's illegitimate son that turned pro. And the guy that he fought, Jomel, popped up in my chat. He was like, yo, I just fought him. I said, is that him? And I went to his, I think that was Tuesday, right? And I went to his damn YouTube and I said, oh shit, it's him. Y'all never know. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. Yeah, somebody, I think Sheila, what's good, sis? I think Will Smith needs an intervention, man. Because you know what I noticed? And maybe I missed it. Y'all gotta help me out here with this. You know what I noticed? When they went to Will's family, I don't recall them speaking with any men. They spoke to his mom and his aunt. Was there any men sitting on that couch? I don't recall. Were there any men? Y'all gotta help me out with that. I think his mom was there and he had an aunt there. So I was just curious. I'm like, who's gonna tell this dude, yo, look, bro, come here, sit down. Enough is enough. I stayed out of this shit, but listen, your wife ain't shit. What you mean y'all been separated for 7 years? Oh my God. You just smacked Chris Rock. Word, no Uncle Phil. No Uncle Phil in real life. No absent father in real life. He got nothing. Because no man under the tutelage of a man, an OG as we call it today, would have done something like that. If it really bothered you during a goddamn commercial, run up to the stage with like, yo, Chris, I don't know if you know, but she got alopecia. She's real sensitive about that. And I'm sure Chris would have been like, oh shit, I didn't know. But you, a black man, jumped out on stage, and that was a night you was getting an award, man. Jumped up on fucking stage and slapped a dude that you was friends with. Now, mind you, Motherfuckers dragged Detroit, BC, salute. Motherfuckers dragged. Because mind you, this is after the red table. They dragged you. They dragged Jada. She fucked your son's best friend. And mind you, I think your son got sugar in his tank. So I think he was fucking your son and then fucked your wife. Then spoke about it and then brought you on TV on that red table shit to speak on it. Gave it a name, an entanglement, some bullshit I've never heard of in my life. And I'm like, does this hoe know that this is Will Smith? He can have any bitch in the world he wants, chose her, and this is what she does? You know, an evil person lives like this. All she wants to do is torture this man, and he didn't do shit to her. Some people are built like that. I told y'all on my old job, I had a supervisor. That bitch was the living embodiment of evil. Nobody liked her. And the people that didn't have a problem with her, they just tolerated her because they just stayed out her fucking way. And eventually she got hers. And like I said, it's the universe that got her. It had nothing to do with something that somebody did. Something she did to herself. And the department took everything from her. But that's another, I think I told that story before. But nevertheless, she is evil manifested into a person. She's unhappy. She's jealous of Will. And guess what? Listen to me. Will does not need her. If Will's not around, what the fuck is she doing? What is she writing a book about? If Will and her are not together, what are we looking for Jada Pinkett Smith to do? Forget the Smith. What are we looking for her to do? Her latest movie? Her to pop up on a TV show? Ain't nobody checking her. She stopped being hot after Set It Off, which was in the 90s. What has she done since then? Will's value has increased. Parents just don't understand. To the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, to blockbuster movies. You want Will Smith to star in a movie? Don't talk to him unless you got 20 million starting. His time is money, and he earned it. Is his wife making any power plays like that? Reese, what up? No, she's not. And they ain't been together for 7 years. And this nigga jumping on stage smacking people to protect her integrity. And these dumb bitches. That's right. What the fuck you mean? Because those same bitches, let me tell you about these bitches. I don't know, Joseph. I never watched it. Probably did. Let me tell you about these bitches. Those same bitches that are co-signing how he behaved, smacking another black man, co-signing oh yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Do Better podcast, Theo Coop. He got it popping over there. The bitches co-signing violence amongst black men. If they had a chance, they would sleep with Will Smith. They would try and get pregnant by Will Smith. They would undercut Jada Pinkett. That's how they roll. Why? Because women don't get along any goddamn way. Let's get my brother to 7. Let's get my brother to 100K. We're gonna party. Yo, you know it'd be dope if we can get Theo. Well, it'd be dope if we can get him to 100K before that. But what if he hits 100K right before next November? We heading out to Vegas. We're gonna do some partying. I promise you, man. Oh, this is a fun fact. Pepper from Salt and Pepper regrets she chose Tretch over Will. Because you know Will was with her, right? But she wanted that thug love. And not to say that Tretch Listen, Tretch is a street nigga from Jersey. He's a street nigga from Jersey. And Tretch got some bangers. He got some hip hop, OPP they play OPP at white parties. Till this day. They play hip hop array at white parties to this day. But Tretch is one of the most underrated MCs. Did y'all know, just a sidebar, did y'all know Eminem looks up to Tretch as a lyricist? That's a true story. I said that when I first heard Eminem, his wordplay, I said, you sound like Tretch. My boys was like, nah, no. I said, no, his wordplay is like Tretch. It's just like Tretch. A couple of years later, he did an interview and he brought up Tretch. He loves Redman and Tretch and somebody, DOC. But Tretch, he said in the interview, he said, man, I'll never be this good. He's talking about Tretch. He said his name. Tretch is a murderer. Very underrated MC. One of my favorite tracks that he featured on was D Nice, Time to Flow. That was my shit. They had the regular shit, but then they had the shit featuring Tretch. Yo, Tretch will murder you on a track. Just like how if you put Eminem on a track with you, you better come with your A game. Tretch was just like that. This ain't an itty bitty bang bang nigga hit the deck. You ain't figure trigger Tretch. Who's next with the rugged rap? You get your breaks from Broadway break and get broke a broad day. My brother ripping in all days. Yo, that right there, I was like, oh shit. Eminem rhymes just like that. Do your research. And he said it years later. He said it. I was like, you see, I know what I'm listening to. So when niggas be like, yo, Eminem's like one of the baddest MCs. Get the fuck out of here. Eminem will tell you he's not the baddest MC. He'll fucks with you. He'll battle you. But ask him what his influences are. Hell, they put Elvis Presley on the pedestal. But if you ask him what his influences are, he'll tell you. He listens to black rock and roll. He'll tell you. He'll start dropping names. Come on, man. That's just a little... I'm going to do the hip-hop show, and I'm going to have some guests on here. I'm working on that. Mark Kendall back in that super chat salute. He said, dudes like you, Theo, are crucial. You inform and educate us. I'm on the job, good brother. That's why I couldn't do this on my boxing channel. This is just something, I didn't want to conflate the two, you know what I'm saying? So, I had to come over here and do it. And, yeah, I appreciate you, good brother. Salute to you. In fact, take care of you, good brother. Is that the fan smoking talk? Salute. Be more. What's good? Oh yeah, welcome down, Ram. I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. I'm gonna have some guests on here. One of them that I'm trying to get a hold of. Y'all see in my intro. You know what I mean? So anyway, Jada Pinkett is the master killer. She represents everything bad about these hood chicks that we try to... She represents the type of woman that you train your nephews and your sons to fucking avoid. She's dangerous. But you know how you stop her? You absolutely have to train your seeds, knowledge yourself. You got to choose yourself. And this is what I'm saying, becoming the best version of yourself. Will has money, he has fame, I guess money and fortune goes hand in hand. He has fame, he has fortune. You know what he doesn't have? Because he's head over heels over this bitch. And maybe in his mind, he thought smacking Chris would rekindle some relationship. Dogs, you're 10 times better than Tupac. Tupac had the streets and he was making a change, and they teach Tupac lyrics in some college classes, some that I don't agree with because I think certain things need to be left alone, and they're profiting off of this man. And I don't know if he had kids or not, but nothing's going to his estate. It's just ridiculous. And what did we find out about Tupac? His dad was still alive. His mom's lied. And that was a whole big shit. These women are just, bro. Theo, listen, man. Theo, check this out. When this year's over, I'm gonna do a big old panel, and we're gonna do a year in review. It's gonna be 2 shows. Worst bitches this year and worst dudes this year. We're gonna talk about Jada to Brickface to Carly lying about some white boy wandering on the side of the highway. We're gonna cover all year in review. The worst bitches in the world this year. It's gonna be crazy. Bitches getting locked up in Russia. Oh my God, it's gonna be fucking crazy. Smoking, talking. I'm gonna do a big old panel, man. We gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. Ebony Williams, oh my God. Oh my God. Bitches made a complete fool of themselves. This dumb bitch, the bandette, Cynthia G, got demonetized. Now, let me park here for a second. I heard her explain why she got demonetized, and I must say, I didn't like that. Yeah, Tia Mowry. Yeah, Ram. What Dear Mama was all a lie. Because she lied to that boy. Cynthia G got demonetized, but did y'all hear why she got demonetized? They went back in her archives over a 2-year-old video. And I'm like, yo. Now, if she broke the rules 2 years ago, because you know these YouTube rules are they're always changing. And if you violate the rules over a monetized video from 2 years ago, why the fuck are they penalizing you now? And they didn't even resort to strikes. They just killed her channel. Now we're laughing because it's her, but it says, well, shit. I wonder if I broke any rules. Goddamn. That's why you gotta. They ain't got demand. Yeah, she got. Yeah, Carly Russell. She's gonna be on that list, bro. All 10 of those bitches with that rapper that eat his ass. I want all of their names and their kids' names, and I want to ask them, when you send this little nigga to school, and they say your mom's gonna eat that black nigga ass, what are you thinking? Yeah, the Dubai trucker chick. Oh my God, we got a lot this year in review, and the only reason why I'm not doing it now is because we got 2 more months left. Yeah, the Trevor Bauer accuser, spoke about her the other day. We got 2 more months left. There's gonna be another bitch doing something stupid. Sexy Red with her fucking coochie looking like a chewed up piece of roast beef. And she got deer knees. Oh my God, there's nothing sexy about her. Oh my God, the year in review is gonna be insane. We're going to have an ill panel. Matter of fact, I say we all do a panel on everyone's show. It's going to be crazy. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the other chick from the Bronx that went to Dubai acting a fool. She's from the Bronx. What about the teacher that was waving a machete? Did y'all see that? From the Bronx. Did y'all see that? Waving a machete. Oh, microphone check. I heard about it. I didn't see the preview though. He's talking about the origins of hip hop. There's people in there. The first rapper. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get Theo when I do the year in review. When the dumbest hoes of 2023, gotta get Theo on that panel. Gotta get Theo on that panel, man. That's gonna be something funny as hell, man. We're gonna review all these dumb bitches. Yeah, 88. Yeah, Dear Mama was a lie. You know why? Because it's a song about it's really about his dad. And how he had to become a man because his father wasn't there. Anthony, what's good, bro? Good to see you. He had to become a man of the house because his father wasn't there. He was dead or gone or whatever the fuck his mother told him. And although his mother was a crack fiend or whatever, you all appreciate it. And he had to be this person because his father wasn't there. And his father was wherever his mother told him he was. He didn't find out his father was alive until he had got shot. And he showed up to the fucking hospital. Who are you? Looking like me. Did y'all see Tupac's father? Who were you? Looking like me. He didn't know he had a son named Tupac until he went to go see Juice. And he was like, the fuck? Yeah. So Tupac's moms is going to be on that list. Oh, yeah, the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, that bitch needs a whole live to herself. I'm going to get her next week. I'm letting people do their thing. I'm pulling up the rear. That Cheesecake Factory thing pissed me off. She had purple lips and box braids. And let me tell you something. I can tell that Indian brother was not from New York. Because any of these foreigners, they stay in New York for more than 12 months, they adapt really fast. I don't know any, because, you know, a bitch like that, they know a black dude will go off on her. So she'll say something like, that's why I don't date black men. We'll remove black men from it. I don't know one Asian from New York, one Asian, Indian, any kind of Latino, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Panamanian. I don't know one person out here in this city that wouldn't have spazzed on her and put her ass out. Oh no, you're getting out. And call her Uber. I'm not even driving you back home. That dude was real polite. He said they from Atlanta. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna get at her. And then she tried to, you don't want to do something else? He was like, no. And I saw the sunroof for that. That dude had a double sunroof. He fucked around. She might have been sitting in a Tesla. And that was an Indian dude. Didn't look too athletic. So I'm figuring he may have been doing some IT work, which means he probably was making a strong 6 figures. And she did that to him. He calmly said, I have standards. Good, brother. Stick to your guns. I'm glad you ain't spaz. I'd have spaz. I'm not good with it. But I'm glad he didn't spaz. He dropped her stupid ass off. And I would love to talk to him. He probably ain't got time to deal with this shit. He ain't asked for this shit. She went live and made a fool of herself. Andrew 100, my brother from across the pond. Salute. PJ's big dog. Family from across the pond here. That's right, original man. The interior was leather. Yeah, Abel, she dropped the bag. Oh, Reese, she'd have called the cops. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're not getting out? This is my car. You ain't gonna tell me what? That door would have been opened, and I'd have grabbed her by her face and yanked out my shit. And I'd have stood right there. Call the police. You were live. Show them what you did. I asked you to get out my car. Oh yeah, Joseph. Let me hit him with that. That definitely would have been me. Yeah, She'd have got up out that car. I'm like, no, I asked her to leave. She refused to get out, and I removed her. I didn't want her in my car anymore. That's the end of that. She refused to leave. We don't play that shit. I'd have grabbed her by her face. She'd have got hit with the fucking Von Erich claw. The Baron Van Rass claw. And I'd have yanked her shit out and dropped her ass on the curb. My brother J. Timo in the building, salute. Oh yeah. I wouldn't have played that. My brother ATL Unanimous Boxing, salute. I'd have removed her by her grill. And that would have been the end of it. And I want to see what you're going to do. That's right, original man. I want her to log all of her dating experiences moving forward. And I want to see if she does any better. And keep divesting. Date another Indian. See, all she did was put a spotlight on her. So now everyone knows who you are so they can fucking avoid you. Healer, salute. You think another Indian is gonna... No. And by the way, black women who think like that, thanks to how y'all behave on social media, all these dudes think when they see you, they automatically think you're loose and they think you like to twerk. You have to deprogram them. You have to tell them, I'm not like that. I don't do that. Because thanks to how y'all behave on social media, everyone thinks you're high-powered in the bedroom. So when they do take you out, they think, hey, man, the probability of me getting a lap dance or getting some twerking on a dance floor or just getting some sex, because these bitches are money hungry. And I got about $500. I got about $2,000. I want to get behind that big butt. And what's sad is some of you bitches, that's all you're worth is $1,000 and some back shots. And you got a kid at home. Could you pay my rent, my car note, and Junior's cell phone bill and my cell phone bill? Make $350,000 a year, sure. Yeah, just take $2,000. You're good. And guess what? You're gonna have to call him because he damn sure ain't gonna call you unless he's drunk and he struck out with Becky all night. Now he want the big booty nut bag. But that's another show. That's another show. Yeah, original man. Filipino would have loved the Cheesecake Factory. And by the way, you want to know something crazy? She said, I don't do Cheesecake Factory. Do you know the man had a reservation for another restaurant, but they missed the reservation because her ass was an hour late? That's why they ended up at the Cheesecake Factory. Did you know that? So she spent all evening fucking herself. There you go. There you go. See, we're only in October, y'all. We got 2 more months left. There's gonna be a lot more dumb bitches coming out. Just write them down. And come like the last week of December, we're gonna go through every last one of these dumbasses. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He said Shirley plays a stupid game and won a stupid prize with her purple lipstick and box braids. If you're going out with a high caliber man, you don't wear that hood haircut and purple lipstick. Stupid ass. Oh, we gonna talk shit about her. Somebody's gonna interview her. Somebody's gonna get her. See, my platform's not big enough. Somebody's gonna get her though. It may be Ebony K. Williams. It may be The View. She might be sitting down on because she's viral now. She's viral. I wouldn't mind talking to the fella because I have some just straight questions for. What do you do for a living? I bet you some IT work. Give me a ballpark of what you make in a year. I bet you'll say nothing less than 105,000. Yeah, all them dumb bitches. Tanya, TKO. We're gonna get all of them. Sierra. You know, D Wade's wife. You know, cutting his son's penis off, whatever it is that they do. You know, Dr. Watkins, Boyce Watkins' wife. Jesus Christ. Awesome stuff, man. Picasso, what's good? Yeah, but Jada Pinkett is a piece of trash. And car fire. She's the worst kind of chick. On the street level, she will get a man killed. And it goes to show you that nice guys finish last. Will Smith is the epitome of what women say they want in a man. He's not an ugly man. He's a multimillionaire. He's an actor, a musician. And it seems that he's pretty loyal. And she found the way to fuck it up. Had your daughter writing letters to a dead rapper. Who, you jealous of Tupac, but your career-wise, you're better than Tupac. Hell, you're better than him now. You're alive. Tupac is dead over stupid shit. You're alive, man. You know what's crazy? There's some chick right in Philly looking 10 times better than Jada and probably about 15, 20 years younger that would treat Will Smith like the king he is. And he's just infatuated with this fucking stupid ass Baldy. Bitch looking like Krillin from Dragon Ball. Word up, young Hollywood. He alive and winning. He done played Muhammad Ali. When I heard they hired him to play Muhammad Ali, I said, get the fuck, for what? And then I saw the movie. I said, oh shit. He pulled it off. Whether he died over a chain or whatever the fuck happened, I know the man's dead. Now they're saying Diddy put a hit out on him. All I know is that the man is not here anymore. He didn't even make 30 years old. Yeah, young Hollywood, listen, I wasn't even sprung over Jada like that. To be honest. I'm really not sprung over her. She was too skinny for me. I get it. I get it. She had the mosquito bites, little haircut, every thing I saw, and she was like the little hood chick. She reminded me of every chick I grew up around. Small ass chick with a big mouth. I'm like, she did nothing for me. I was more of a Pam from Martin kind of guy. That was my speed. I was more of a, what's her name from A Different World? The dark-skinned one. What was her name? The short dark-skinned one? That was my speed. Wasn't feeling Jada like that. Yeah, Reese, I just wasn't, I wasn't on her like that. I get it. I get why Cass was on her, but I wasn't on her like that. I was like, eh. But shorty, what was her name from A Different World? Short curly hair, dark skin. Man, one episode, they were working out like in a ballet studio, and she came out with the fitted joint. I was like, oh my God. Goodness. Yeah, man. Charnel Brown. Yep. All the, yeah. Dawn Lewis. So yo, he said Jada is Bobbity from Dragon Ball Z. David Scott, you crazy. Yo, listen, Ram, I ain't even mad at that. When he found that letter, he was supposed to leave. Lead them the house, pay them what they want, alimony, pay for those kids, and then put her on blast. What's she gonna do? He left me because I had my daughter write. My daughter wrote a letter to Tupac. What the fuck is your daughter writing a letter to Tupac? You know she was coercing to that shit. What are you doing spilling your beans to your daughter over some dead rapper? Tupac is dead over bullshit. Will Smith is an award-winning entertainer. And she won in life by bagging him, and this is what she does? What up, Rachel and Nonito? What up? This is what she does? Oh, I believe you, Andrew 100. I believe you. We down bad over here. Jada Pinkett Smith is further proof why niggas need to get a passport and explore their options. Go explore your options. If Will Smith can't get any respect in his house, then the dude making $40,000 a year, it's real slim. It's looking real slim. Real slim. Real slim. How do you violate Will Smith? Do you? Wow. Wow. If Will Smith can't get no respect, all is lost. Bank account. He cannot walk down any street USA without security because he's that popular. And he put it all out there. He's fighting other entertainers over her. Tommy Davidson, slapping Chris Rock. Then come to find out y'all been separated for 7 years, and now she's writing a tell-all book, and this is after the red table where she told you, yeah, I know, I fucked our son's friend. It was an entanglement. Are you fucking kidding me? When I saw that, I said, yo, no. His balls are in a pickle jar on a nightstand. This happened to Will Smith, y'all. This ain't happened to, Raheem in accounting. This ain't happened to Stan in the stock room. This happened to Will Smith. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Philip D. Yo, I'm just counting down the days for Steph Curry. I'm counting down those out. Yo, listen. When something happens and they say, yo, their marriage is on the line, I'm be like, see, I know it's coming. And guess what? I hope it don't come. Mona D in the building. I hope that day don't come. Isaiah, what's good? But if it comes, I'm not going to be surprised. Hey, check this out. Y'all know Del Curry, his father that used to play in the NBA? Him and his wife just got divorced. Him and Steph's mom just got divorced. I think like earlier this year or last year. Did you know that? Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Now look, it's Del Curry. He was a millionaire before Steph was even born. Rick, what up? You know Del, being that he's a millionaire and he has all these resources, he could bag a chick half his age. Do you think, all right, Del Curry got to be in his 50s, mid-50s, probably almost 60. He could bag a 25-year-old. His wife, she got half his shit. She's doing well for herself. Can she bag the 25-year-old? Man, probably, but he gonna smash it real hard, real fast, and ask for some Jordans or ask for a car. She gonna have nothing real. You see why we say it's different when we age from when they age? You see why I say why it's different? Well, you know, y'all don't have to believe me, but go ahead and do it yourself. Go ahead and get into a marriage. And when you're almost 40, say, you know what, I'm not happy. Pull a Tia Mowry. You hear her talking, right? Because everyone got the mic in her face. You graduated from marriage. What's it like? Every week she's saying some stupid shit. Yeah, loss of Pippen with MJ's son. That's a good one. How long do y'all think that's gonna last? How long before he sees another chick looking like loss of Pippen, but half her age? You know what I'm saying? I don't peg that to last long. He's just smashing her. She's the old chick that giving him head that he never got before. Listen, I've been there. The young dude dating older chicks. You know what was fun about dating older chicks? When you 21 years old and dating a chick that's in her 40s, you know why? They've been there, done that. You know what it is? When you're 18 years old dating a chick and you're like, yo, let me get some head. And she's like, I don't know, I don't do it. And then when they do it, you know, you're like the first or second person they did it to. It's like banging a bag of rocks. It's like, get away from there, get away. I felt every teeth, even the goddamn wisdom teeth. They ain't come out yet. I felt every tooth. No, when you deal with the chick that's divorced, and she's like 44 years old, and you're like 20. You looking down and say, oh, damn, did she have dentures that she removed? Because I don't feel nothing. I don't feel no teeth, nothing. Right in the face. And she don't move. She take her sweaty sheets, wipe it off, and then let you pound out if you still got some in the chamber. It was dope dealing with older chicks. So MJ's son, he just got turned out a little bit. It's gonna wear off. It's gonna wear off. And that's what I'm saying. When he decides, okay, I want a family. How old is Larsa Pippen again? How old is she? Ain't she like 40 something? Can she procreate right now? Asking for a friend. Because soon, you know, these dudes like, yeah, you know, when he calms down and says, I want to make a baby. And she says like, no. Wait a minute, I want a baby. My kids are grown. I'm 40 plus years old. It's dangerous. And I just don't want to do the 9-month thing and then raise a baby. I just don't want to do it. You know what's coming. You know what? She's 49. And see, right now, he not going to speak about kids because he's laying and playing. That's probably the best piece of ass he ever had in his life. When he says, all right, I'm coming to my own. I'm no longer Michael Jordan's son. He'll always be Michael Jordan's son. But I'm trying to do my own thing, and I want a baby. She might be 51, 52. Then what? Gravity takes over. Her boobs are going to start like sagging. That one little wrinkle under her gooseneck is going to be there. She's going to keep getting surgery on that fucker. All the squats in the gym ain't going to be helping you. He's going to turn around and say, well, shit, she's 55. She definitely ain't having no babies. We're going to pay attention to them. He ain't going to be with her. And that's just my guy. If he is, he is. But see, right now, that's another thing. An older bitch, they'll tell you anything. You don't want no kids. Yeah, I don't want no kids. It's a Jedi mind trick. But then what happens is you wake up eventually. Because men, we get like that too. You see little babies, you're like, damn, I want a son. I want a daughter. I want a child. I want to know what that's like. That's in me. Baby, let's have a child. I'm 52. You know how old I was when you got with me. Well, I want kids now. So, and I don't want to do the test tube thing. I don't want to do the surrogate thing. I want to bang something and have her carry my child and spit it out. And you can't do it at 50. So, and when that's done, where's Larsa gonna go? She'll always be able to get laid because that's easy for y'all ladies. It's easy for y'all ladies to get laid than it is for us. We got to work 10 times harder. But what happens is when we get older, the roles reverse. The less fucks we give, the easier it is for us. The roles reverse. Jada Pinkett will always be able to get laid, whether she's bald or not. But is she going to have what Will Smith was willing to give her? The affection, the passion. She got the money. And they're not divorcing because she's not forcing that issue. She got everything she needs. She got the money. She's separated. Now she's writing a book. She got him just where he want him, where she want him. Only thing that will save him is an extreme epiphany. But he says, you know what? Fuck you. Take half my shit. The kids can handle themselves. If they want to see me over here, they can hop on a plane, a train, or automobile, or drive, or whatever. They can come see me. But I'm not fucking with you. Go write your book. And if he's a boss like that, you know what he'll do? He won't say a fucking word. When they bring him up, they say, yeah, I was bugging. I shouldn't have slapped Chris. Yeah, you know, she's, you know, look, I tried, y'all. And what do I have to show for it? She's right. She has our daughter writing letters to Tupac. She's sleeping with my son's friend, who turned out to be a homosexual down the road. Pulling me on the red table, and I'm just trying to save my marriage. Now she's telling y'all we were separated all those 7 years, and she dictated all of that. Look, I was messed up mentally. I was in a bad place because I'm trying to do this while maintaining a lifestyle and take care of a family, be a family man. And this is the thing I get? A tell-all book about her. This made her interesting. All of the things that she did made her interesting. And I'm acting and doing music and being a good black man. And this bandette is interesting to y'all. Because why? Because of what she did to me? Y'all go ahead and do your interviews, man. I'm over it. I'm good. She is a master killer. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation to all of you, man. Smash the like button. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this video. And y'all know I love it here. And fellas, choose you first. Choose you first. Because this woman and her thought process, her mentality, she will get you killed. Remember that. If this was a street level, Will slaps Chris. Chris gets all 9 of his brothers and sisters, and they jump and beat the shit out of Will, and it's a big old thing. And Jada's sitting there saying, well, I never told him to do that. This is how people get murdered. The men that are dead in jail, look up the percentages of how many of those men dead in jail are over a woman's bullshit. That's why I tell you, men, get control of your emotions. She shouldn't dictate how you behave. You are in control of your behavior. Some chick tells you, hey, this nigga said some shit about me. Yeah, all right. Investigate it, because it might not be what she says it is. Think about your bank account and think about your life. That's what's important. Enjoy the fights. I'll catch you on the rebound. Much love.